So welcome to Challenge the Road. Let's talk cars. So what's gone on this week? Well, we've done the Rolls-Royce Wraith video inspired by music. That went really well actually. I've had some really good reaction to that. And we're going to try and put together a second video on all the features like the Starlight roof, night vision and anything else we can find on the car because there were so many gadgets on that. Second thing we've been doing is Bewl Water. We're pushing on with that. We've got some really special cars coming now. I've got a whole Lamborghini lineup of SV, STO, SVJ, which I'm really pleased with. And also we're going to have a McLaren lineup as well. We're actually just driving there now just to have a look at the setup for the 29th of May. Hope you can come along. So yeah, so that's been, you know, quite a big thing, the Bewl, and I'm just trying to get sort of 20, 25 really special cars. I don't want to have lots of cars. I want people to actually be able to take pictures with the cars. I always find you go to car meets and all the cars are all jammed together and there's people around them and all your photos are pretty rubbish. So I thought, well, why don't I separate some of them up and then we can get really nice photos. So if you're going down with your son or your daughter or whatever, you look at and you get a really nice photo with them, I think that means everything. On from there, I've been loving this Q5 hybrid. The electric is working really well. I've been doing quite a few stats. You might have seen them on Instagram, but we're running about 60% electricity, 40% petrol, which is really good actually, and it's working out about £70 a month. So here nor there, it's maybe a little bit more than a full electric, but I feel happy, I feel comfortable. I've got no anxiety about range or anything. And I think this newer Q5 with the slightly longer battery must have better technology because the range is definitely not dropping as much as before. So I'm really happy with it. Had a nice trip at the weekend for bank holiday and it's, you know, flawless to drive. On from there, I've been really looking at solar. So I've started my own solar company and I go over to Germany and I'm going to be partnering with a German company out there to provide solar back into the UK. But I think I had in my mind, and I don't know if you did too, maybe comment about it, but I thought in my mind electric cars would sort of be free to drive, but actually now the price of electrics going up so much, and even my price at home is sort of has doubled. I see that electric cars actually are going to be, you know, a fair bit of money to run and are probably only going to go up. So what I thought about was 3 or 4 years ago, I really looked into solar. And then when we had COVID and we had the lockdowns, I looked into it a lot more. And I decided that I thought, oh, I'm not going to do it myself. I will ask a few companies to quote for my house and different. And I found that I couldn't really find a good company. And I thought, you know what? A couple of weeks ago, I've been talking to my good friend about it. And I said, that's it, I'm doing it. I'm going to a show, starting a solar company, no more mucking around. I said, we've got a perfect storm here. We've got potential wars. I had a storm where I had 6 days of power cuts. I've got energy bills going up and I've got the cost of solar going down. So it's just prime time to do it now. And I was at a friend of mine who's got a couple of electric cars for his daughters, and he had a little garage solar and he said it's free for them to run the cars. And I thought, right, that's it. I'm definitely doing it now. So my plan is to run my whole home with solar, with battery backup, and then my offices, my lakes, and then I've had 2 other people come to me for residential solar because they want to do the same. I mean, if you can get a hybrid car like this and just run your own little solar network, it's not going to cost a lot. And I think that's going to be the way to go. And also, we want our own power. If we're saying 2050, we're going to go carbon neutral, solar's definitely the way to go. So I'm absolutely on that, and I'm really excited to start that, and I'll keep you on that journey and keep you updated, because I think there's some smaller panels you could use, get them into the battery storage, and then you've got your own little system there for your own little electric car or your hybrid, or running part of your home. But also on a bigger scale, I think that homes in the end, we should be able to lease these solar, offset it against the cost of what your energy is, and then own it in the end. So I'm absolutely on that now. So let's give you some updates on CTR Vantage, because it's been a little bit slow lately because I've got a lot on order, but it's all starting to come in now. So We've got the new bonnet, which was like an RS. The first, well, when the Vantage come out with an RS, with the V12, they done like a visual of a car, and then they made a car with a special bonnet, and I've ordered that bonnet now, all in carbon. Okay, you know, obviously lighter, but it looks amazing, and I'm waiting for that. I've got the suspension, the brakes, the seats, and it's all going to come together. I reckon in the next 2 or 3 weeks I'm going to have that whole car ready to go. And another exciting development, we've taken our own warehouse stroke area to work on the Astons. So we're going to be, I think we're going to be up there next week just to do some videos of the rally cars up there. But we've got our own facility now. Stuart's going to be working on those cars. And this Aston, I think is going to be phenomenal. I just can't wait. I keep looking at it at home. It's just sitting there, and I think this car is going to be the real deal. It's going to be amazing, and I just want to give it to some magazines or something to drive it once it's done, because I know how good it's going to be. So CTR Vantage is, you know, is ramping up. We should get all those parts in. The blue car, I haven't put it up for sale yet because I don't know, I really like it, and obviously I haven't got another one if I sell that one. But I think that at Bewl I probably will put it for sale there, because the other car will now be so far on. I'll be able to use the dark blue one, which again we're going to put for sale at Goodwood Revival, because we've got a Challenge the Road stand there. So that's really exciting. So that's all going. Been looking around the market, what's been happening out there. I saw a Lancia Delta Martini 5 on Collecting Cars. I think that went for about 126 including fees. You know, I think these Lancia Deltas are going to go on another run. They'd sort of plateaued and now they're going again. I've seen a final edition, I think up to 300,000, very, very low mile car, and I've seen one at 4-star classics, 174,000. Few more miles on it, but these Lancias are going to really, really rise up, and there's hardly any for sale. I've been checking on Auto Trader and I can't find hardly any Evo 1s or 2s for sale. So I don't know if everyone's got the same idea and they're just sort of holding on now, thinking, right, these are going to go over 100 and they're going to stay over 100, which might happen. Other cars I've been looking at, I still like those Porsche Carrera 4Ss. I saw one went quite cheap on Collecting Cars the other week, but I'm doing the Astons at the moment. But I wouldn't mind doing a CTR C4S 996. It was a car I had before, really enjoyed it. I took it to Brands Hatch actually a couple of times to drive it around the track, but I think I could do a lot with that car, and maybe that is the next one up, because obviously everyone's resto modding the older cars. But I think there was a CSR 996 someone made, so maybe that's another option for CTR. So yeah, we've been really busy, and yeah, it's exciting to bring you these updates. I'm going to do them every Wednesday, market updates, what we're doing, and just keep you up to date. I'll see you soon.